Hi everyone. Today I'll be reflecting on the CAS activity, the CrossFit Open, which is for sure my most fun and just my most fun activity out of all the CAS activities that I've done over the last 1.5 years. So let's start. What is CrossFit? CrossFit is a recognized sport that is all about combining fitness and Olympic weightlifting. I think that is most, it's hard to explain, but that would sort of explain it. Fitness, Olympic weightlifting together under time. So it's all about being fast. And so how does this work? CrossFit, there are actually games which we'll get into later, but most often there are they call them CrossFit boxes, and almost every country has a CrossFit box. Holland does as well, I think a lot even, but it's still sort of a sport that is relatively new, especially in Europe or other countries, but not so in America, which is where it all started. So, as I was saying, fitness, Olympic weightlifting under time. So what does that mean? It means that you're doing a workout. They call them a WOD, a WOD, workout of the day. And it implies that every day there's a new workout. So, for example, I'm going about 6 times a week. And I'm going about 6 times a week, and it means that every day I have a new workout, which is essential, and it's so much fun because it means that I'm never doing anything repetitive. And so the workouts, they vary, they're different. For example, to give you an example, you can have a workout in which you have to run 400 meters, then do, for example, 20 front squats, then again 400 meters, then kettlebell swings, then 400 meters, then push-ups, then 400 meters, then pull-ups, then 400 meters, then sit-ups, and then you're done. And then for the entire workout you get a time gap, which can be 30 minutes to complete the workout. And it is up to you to finish that specific workout in the least amount of time. However, it is always important. It's always hard. CrossFit is known for the level of difficulty, because the reason why it's hard is because in fitness you would only be applying strength, which is sort of tough for your muscles, but not necessarily for your stamina and for your condition. So, but CrossFit combines both. So you need to have a good condition, you need to be fast, you need to have a good endurance, but you need to be strong at the same time. And that means that, for example, you're lifting, 50 kilograms with like a bar up on your head for 20 times. You can't rest because you have to run for 400 meters straight afterwards. That's what CrossFit is. You have to combine both. And instead of working in the gym in which you isolate one muscle group and work in a machine, you're mostly doing compound workouts, meaning that you're doing a lot of different muscle groups at the same time. For example, you have to climb a rope with a weighted vest, which requires so much strength, not only from your arms but also from your back. So you're really tackling that all-round fitness level, and that makes it really difficult. I'm always utterly exhausted when I finish CrossFit, and that also gives a very good feeling. So for this activity, I attended the Crossfit Open, which is sort of a very well-known activity or game. It's a game. It's a match actually, but the Open means that everyone around the world can attend the Crossfit Open. And how it works is that you're supposed to sign up on Reebok CrossFit. So Reebok signed its name to CrossFit, so they're one thing. You need to sign up. You need to pay a $20 fee to attend the games, and then you start. And the way it starts is that you make an account. You have to, give up your length, your weight, your height, everything, your age, your occupation. In my case, being a student, And also, most importantly, whether you're crossfitting or training at an affiliate, which means that it's a recognized CrossFit gym, or that you're working out in, for example, a CrossFit garage, which is also fine. But the key difference is that if you're working at an affiliate, you can post your scores without having to film everything. And since I recently started CrossFit and it's very new in my gym, it meant that I had to film everything, which is, great for evidence, but it can also be highly sort of annoying at some point. So I started this activity. I started CrossFit about in January, so about 2 or 3 months ago, something like that, and it was really challenging. I never did CrossFit before. It was so hard, but it was also so fun. And you can see growth so good because you are not limited to training one muscle group or the muscle groups that you prefer. No, you have to train everything, and that makes you very fit overall. So I signed up for the CrossFit Games, and then how it goes is that you have 5 weeks, and every single week there's a new workout being posted online on the internet, which is like a great thing, or like a big thing in the entire world. So in Holland, that meant that the workouts were being posted at, I believe, 2 o'clock in the morning on Thursday always, because of the time difference in America. And everyone was, I even, so the first day I went with my entire team from CrossFit that also participated in the games. And we went to, go to someone's house and we watched the actual first announcement at 2 o'clock. That's how dedicated we were. And so then the first workout is being posted. They tell you what to do, and you have to do it. You have to film it. You have to, and then, well, that sounds easy, but it's not. So you have to do the workout, which is really difficult. So the first workout was approximately, you had to do burpees, sort of jumping over a box. And then that combined with sort of holding dumbbells and walking around with them, which was, extremely tough. It was really, for your endurance, it was really tough. So you do the workout, which kills you. You get a score or you get a time. So, for example, you can get a specific amount of reps, or you can have a specific time, like you finish in 6 minutes, or you get 200 reps, for example. So this continued. You post your score online. You post your video, in my case, on the behind your name, and before Monday the video had to be online. So you had about 4 days to do it. And the better score you got, the higher your ranking or your place on the list would be. And there are 2 divisions, skilled and RX. RX, I don't necessarily know what it means, but it's sort of the professional division. So that means that if you turn out to be first in your region, which will be Europe in this case, you get to go to the CrossFit Games. Now, the CrossFit Games are like the Olympics in America. So if you win the CrossFit Games in Europe, that means you're being flown out to America and you need to compete at the CrossFit Games, which is like broadcasted over the entire world and is watched millions of times by millions of people. So that is almost impossible. So I didn't compete at the professional level. There are 2 divisions, RX skilled. I performed at skilled because it's my first time. And every week a new workout. Some of them were much harder than the other ones. For example, one required 50 deadlifts. Then deadlift is a compound movement in which you raise the bar from the ground. Then 50 wall balls, which is like a medicine ball that you hit it hot. You have to throw against the wall and catch and do a squat at the same time. And then 50 calorie rows, and then to top it all off, 50 push-ups. That all has to be in one go under a specific amount of time. Those workouts were really tough. Some of them were much tougher than others. I was getting really tired, but I trained every day. I think that's what's most important. For this activity, I ticked action because obviously this is a lot of action. One of the challenges that I predicted for this, expected for this activity, was just the level of difficulty, which was that challenge. It was, I predicted that correctly. It was extremely difficult. I had times where I really, I was this close to throwing up. I felt lightheaded when I finished the workout. I was just feeling so not good. I was not in my comfort zone. So I would say I kind of underestimated this activity, the CrossFit Open, but I still did it. And not only that, I actually finished 7th of Holland out of the 350 approximately people that attended the Open in Holland, which in my opinion is just a really good thing. I already knew that I was really fit, but I didn't know the CrossFit Open is meant to show where you're at, which it showed me. So the challenges were really, they were accurate. What evidence do I have of planning? Well, I have 5 videos because there were 5 weeks, 5 workouts. I filmed them all because I had to, otherwise my scores would be undeniable or would not be valid, invalid. So that's one evidence. And then my coach, which is Tim Bernsen, he's listed in the CAS activity. He also participated, and he's my coach at the same time. He finished first. So this might, it might sound crazy, like, he's saying that it's so hard, but he still finished 7th, and his coach finished first. How is that possible? Well, my coach is one of the best rowers in the world or in Europe. Not entirely sure. He won many championships, so he's really fit. And that's why it's first. Next year he'll be competing in the higher division, and I'm also apparently really fit, which you might not see because of the white things. But I've all my life I've been doing sports, so apparently CrossFit is my thing. So that's the evidence. I have videos and I have a confirmation from my coach that I've always been doing those workouts and that I've been going to CrossFit almost every day. Except for the weekends, sometimes I was not because I was just too tired. So the activity went well. What learning outcomes did I tick off? Well, the first one is identifying own strengths and develop areas for growth. I never thought I would be that good in CrossFit, for sure, or that good in CrossFit. I hoped it would be my sport, but I could never even, in the slightest chance think that it would be this good or I would perform this well. So it really helped me identifying that CrossFit is really my thing. And what I'm trying to say is that CrossFit, you can, with for example tennis, you have a feeling for that. I did tennis a long time ago, and you have the feeling or you don't. But CrossFit is so diverse. There's so many activities. You need to be able to swim. You need to be able to jump high, do pull-ups, run for like 2 kilometers, which is again, an entire different muscle group. That's why that if you win the CrossFit Games in America, you're being named the fittest man or female of the earth, fittest man of earth. That's literally the title that you're getting, because you have to be such a well-rounded, all-rounded athlete to do CrossFit. So that's sort of identifying and developing the areas of growth for me. Demonstrate that challenges have been undertaken. Well, if you simply just watch my videos, you can easily see how much I'm struggling. Even though many people think that I'm not showing as much, I'm dying from the inside. I'm literally dying because some of the workouts were so tough. So that's one. Demonstrate how to initiate a plan, how to initiate and plan a CAS experience. Well, this was all about planning because I needed to plan all my workouts, which I listed are a lot. For those weeks from the starting of January, I worked almost every day except for Sundays. So that shows, a lot of planning. I had to every Monday, still until today, I'm calling my CrossFit gym and giving them all the times that I want to work out, because I need to plan it with school as well. So that's one. Signing up, editing the videos, posting them on time, eating healthy. The entire thing is basically planning, and keeping track with my CAS. That is the biggest thing. Planning is really key in order for this activity to work. Fourth one and last one, showing commitment and perseverance in this CAS experience. Well, I think finishing 7th just commemorates and just really shows this perseverance. I mean, even though I had workouts in which I did not perform as well as I would have liked to, it didn't get me down. I still, pushed harder, even more the next time to work. And I think, the result is there. You can't deny it. I screenshotted everything. You can look me up. You will be, the results will show. The videos are online. They're all on ManageBack. And this activity was just great. I fell in love with the new sport. It showed me how much fun it is. And this activity was a great success. And I would definitely recommend CrossFit to anyone. You have to be up for it. You have to be, willing to work outside of your comfort zone, because people tend to do that a lot. But working outside of your comfort zone is really good for you. You're getting really strong, and it's just really fun. And it's a team thing. It's a team thing. You're always working out in a team. Everyone is working on their time, and so you're all doing this like a family. You're doing it together, which made it really fun. And I would like to thank you. Thank you for everything. This was Harry W. I'm gonna say. It's the 3rd of April, 3rd of April, 2017. And this was my CAS reflection for the activity, the CrossFit Open. Thank you, and have a nice day.